Hello, New Testament students. This video is for Monday, April 27th, and I'm going to be going over your homework assignment, kind of a project that is going to be taking up a chunk of time over the next 3 weeks. And it has something to do with the pictures on this page. That's right, daily devotions. You can find this assignment in the Google Classroom, and it's going to open up this document. Now, I confess that the majority of this video is literally me reading the directions to you. However, I've written a lot to give you the context of what we're going to be doing and how you are going to be planning out your own spiritual growth plan over the next 3 weeks. And I made this video on Edpuzzle, so you have to listen to me. Aren't I great? So here we go. We have come very near to the end of our time in New Testament studies. We have completed our reading and study of the life of Jesus in the Gospels, the history of the early church in the book of Acts, what is to come in the book of Revelation, as well as several of Paul's epistles. Now it is time for you to continue and take over the study of God's Word for yourself. Over the next 3 weeks, you will be adopting several spiritual disciplines aimed at either continuing your current practice or developing new skills aimed at nurturing a lifelong relationship with Christ. Not every spiritual discipline works for every person, which is the benefit of having a class where you have to try them out for a time to see what works for you. That's the whole idea of this assignment. Each day over the course of the next few weeks, you will outline your own reading schedule, choosing from the New Testament books that we have not had time to focus on heavily. In addition to your spiritual growth plan, you will be using what you are studying to prepare our final project for class, which is going to be a Bible study, which you will lead for the class, and instructions for that Bible study will be detailed later. Here are the first steps to develop your spiritual growth plan and what you need to accomplish on this document. First, you will choose your reading plan and a devotional time. Assign yourself 1 chapter a day for the next 3 weeks from any of the following books. You will need 21 chapters for 3 weeks. Secondly, you're going to decide on a set time and location for your daily devotion. It can be when you wake up, before you go to bed, or at a certain time of the day that you know you will have available. I know you all have quite a bit of time available to you, so that should not be difficult. Here is the list of chapters that you can choose from. These are some of the New Testament epistles that we haven't really focused on too heavily, and you can choose any of these chapters. Down below, you are going to fill out all of the sections here in red. You'll notice that this is just a list of all of the days for the next 3 weeks, and on the right-hand side, you're going to type in the chapter of the book that you're going to be reading. So here's the example. Today, Monday, April 27th, Titus chapter 1. You'll notice that on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, you can continue reading your chapter on that day, or you can give yourself a break if you know that this is going to be a little overwhelming for you. So Saturday and Sunday are optional for you. Once you've chosen your chapters and filled that out, come down to this box. In the box below, that's right here, type out when you plan to do your daily devotion and why you are choosing that time. Location is also very important for a devotional time because that is the setting that takes place between you and the meeting place of God. So I want you to write a sentence saying where you plan on doing your devotions in addition to when you plan on doing them right here. Then in this box, you're going to write a short paragraph describing your current and past devotional practice. Basically, what are your thoughts on trying a 3-week devotional practice? And what are your apprehensions looking forward to this? Or maybe some hesitancy that you might have. Okay, we're ready to start our spiritual growth plan. Like I said above, the bedrock of a daily devotional is reading the Word and spending some time in prayer. And that is where you will start for the first few days. So Monday today is when you're going to start. Choose your chapter, get some time, do some prayer, and simply read. During the devotional time set aside, you will simply spend some time in prayer and thoughtfully reading your chapter for the day. However, as we move along throughout the coming days, I will be introducing you to several different additional spiritual disciplines that you will experiment with and add to your routine of prayer and Bible reading. You will try different methods of interacting with the text of the Bible, as well as different methods of prayer. Remember, to be a disciple of Christ simply means to be a student of Jesus. I recognize that this is a forced activity for a class, but the bottom line of being a disciple of Jesus Christ is that you have to learn the disciplines which Jesus taught his followers. Remember when the disciples said to Jesus, "Lord, teach us to pray just as John taught his disciples." That's in Luke chapter 11, verse 1. It is okay if some of you have mixed feelings about being forced to do devotions for an assignment for a class. Honestly, I would too. I know that many of you might not enjoy them. Don't worry, God still loves you. Yet I also know that some of you will discover a new depth of relationship that you didn't have before. And at the end of the day, this never was meant to be a class where you just learn stuff about history or literature. It has been about encouraging you to pursue a life where you encounter and rely upon the living Christ every day of your life. So those are the bulk of the instructions. You need to fill out the red boxes and submit this document today and start your devotions. We'll have a Zoom meeting on Wednesday to check up on your progress, and I will be giving you additional assignments as we go along that feed into this devotional assignment. All right, thank you very much. Bye-bye.